was the one up there now. Does that come down going, eh? Yeah, my left is
start this morning. My name's Brent. On camera I've got Brian and in final control we have Tara, and on the other vehicle we have Mark and Pim. We just got a report of wild dogs moving towards our eastern boundary, so we're trying to get down to that area as fast as possible.
Can I take them back
they're coming through to our area at the moment. We're not in our area yet, but I just want to be in the right position for when they do cross. Other than that, it's quite a cold morning. As long as the wild dogs in it, it becomes warm.
Sometimes they're going to cross on to Yotella, but they're still on Italra, coming slowly north.
Just give me a sec, guys. I need to chat on that little game drive radio. Morning stations. It's Brent from WildEarth. Standing by on Cheetah Cut Line Junction with Gary Main. Confirm that is the best place to stand by in case they might actually cross into Yotella.
Yeah, from Cheetah on the driveway, stay on a fire break. Coming east, it wasn't low on any because they might cross the north from Philadelphia side.
Copy, thanks. I'm going to stand by here. Alright, guys. Well, they're supposed to be heading towards us here. So
can I come on the damn wall? What's out there? You're welcome.
Stand by, and I'll give you guys a quick update. I'm not sure which pack of dogs this is yet. Sorry about the radio chats. I do need to keep an extra ear on it. But we had quite a lot of excitement, or for me particularly yesterday. We saw a new female leopard, one that I haven't seen, but I think some of the viewers saw with Spot in February. Her name was Shivula, and she's the daughter of Nkayanini, who's a female that's resident to the north and east of us. And specifically, I'd like to thank Claire, Chris, and Ellen, who sent me a whole bunch of information when she was born, where her family comes from, where her mother was, where her mother's mother was. So thank you very, very much for that, guys. I really do appreciate it. But now, I was making my way down to this area anyway this morning to try and follow up. There's a spot where we saw that leopard yesterday. It was not very far from here. But now the fact that the wild dogs might be heading in our general direction, I think it's definitely worth spending a few minutes waiting here. And for those who might be new viewers, we are live, so you are watching us live in the African bushveld, and we also are interactive, so we can take questions while we're out in Game Drive, and you can do that by emailing questions at wildearth.tv, or you can just use the hashtag Safari Live if you're on Twitter.
Yeah, is there any Cheetah plane station that can copy me? This is Diana from Yuma Research Camp.
Standing by, morning.
So that is the area where the wild dog's supposed to be coming from.
Go northern channel. Standing by, send.
Yeah, morning. Just to double check if it's okay for me to come into Cheetah Place property.
I'm not there at the moment. See if we can get hold of Ephraim on the eastern channel.
We can hear an Egyptian goose. Sounds like it's alarming. Craig coming.
Standing by.
Craig, how far are those dogs from Cheetah Cut Line Junction, Gary Man?
Apparently they headed south after a Mobala, back on to the open area.
Okay, copy, thanks very much. I'm going to continue and shoot a cut line then. After all that excitement, that's one of the things with wild dogs. They do change their direction so frequently. They chased, it sounded like a pushback, so they changed the direction. They were heading straight north, now they went straight south after it at all. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Hopefully they will start moving back up this way. I will keep a very close ear on the radio. Darn it. My favorite animal, but hopefully our luck holds and they might come visit us a little later. But in the meantime, we're going to go look for some leopard tracks. But as I said, thanks very much to everyone who sent in all that information about Shivula. So I really do appreciate it, and it makes it a lot easier for us because she's possibly not an animal. I think that's the only time she's been seen, second time she's been seen on WildEarth Drive. Hello, lone gnu and a zebra. Welcome on the Sunrise Safari. Lynn would like to know, with wild dogs, do they also hide, excuse me, the youngsters away, like hyena do? And do the females separate themselves from the pack? Well, Lynn, wild dogs are a bit different. Here we go, let me just get the zebra in shot nicely for you guys. So, Linda, wild dogs are actually one of the more social animals in the bush. They do have dens like hyenas, and they use the same type of area as a hyena would use, a disused aardvark burrow. But the pack stays together. Generally, the only time they really get separated is while hunting. And they will then rejoin. Only the alpha pair in a wild dog pack breed, and then basically the rest of the pack, the whole focus of the rest of the pack's life is raising those pups. And I mean, a wild dog can have anything from sort of 5. Sorry guys, I just saw a bushbuck running across the road to the left of us. And other things sound like they're getting a little bit more excited. So just, Lynn, I will be back to your question. I'm just trying to listen for a second. Sorry, Len. Back to your question. So basically, the whole Wild Dog Society centers around the pups. They're one of the few animals that put the livelihood or the welfare of the pups above the welfare of the adult, and they will often die trying to defend a den site from lions.
Stations have managed to relocate Dundee. She's on the western side of Chitwood Dam.
Sorry, just listening to the radio there.
Okay, come on. Okay, copy.
There's quite a lot of noise going on. I just really need to listen for a second. no luck. Oh, sorry, then back to the question. So basically, you'll find all the animals apart from the alpha pair. They will scent mark and they will go through majority of what sort of the pack does. The only thing that they don't do is breed. In very rare circumstances, a beta female might breed, but quite often the alpha will then kill those pups. And they can have up to about 20 pups, one female, but they have a very, very high mortality rate, probably around 70-80%. So, and they're killed by everything: lions, hyenas, leopards. Quite often wild dogs will leave a nursery sort of guard. So one dog will stay at the den while the others are out hunting. And the dogs that are out hunting will actually bring back food and regurgitate food for that nursery dog, and then also for the pups when they get a bit older. But the wild dog pups will start running with the pack as young as sort of 4 months, 3.5, 4 months old. They will then become mobile with the pack. And when they are mobile like that, they cover vast distances. So at this time of the year, they do den, and this is the time you see them regularly if you can find their den or if the den's on your property. But I haven't heard. I heard a rumor that these dogs have den down to the east of us, but I haven't had that confirmed yet.
There you are. Is that coming to my dog? And a road? I'm still coming, Alex, to us. Yeah, where's my road?
Sorry guys, just listening to the radio.
Okay. Say the gunman quickly. They are running north now towards the old driveway.
Oh, these wild dogs are keeping us spinning in circles today.
Go quickly towards the Shidla Old, and then you come south. But sometimes by the time you reach here, don't be there to gun. Yeah, I'm coming from on the station. Come about on the island or Garden. Can I have it home? Yeah, sure. I'm going to be putting out Roy coming in. There's number 1. All right. Roy, can I take up one
So it sounds like they're very close here now. Again, they changed their direction. That's what I said. I didn't want to go too far from this area.
Where are you? I'll take it. I don't think so. Yeah, well, we have to go down to the tower. I'm right here now. Okay, looking at that.
So guys, you might hear me chatting to another one of the vehicles shortly. Morning. Where are they coming from, Roy? This side? Okay, I'll stand by here. So apparently they've obviously missed whatever they were chasing, and they're coming back this way. Fingers crossed, guys. Excitement. And they're hunting.
They are hunting. I will suggest I'm going to move back a little bit and come short. They're chasing into Little Garden. I don't think Vanessa is going to make it. I'm here on the open area. Oh, okay, I can see you. Enjoy.
Morning, Annie K. Welcome on Sunrise Safari. Annie K is just saying that zebra we saw a while ago looked pregnant to her. I'm afraid I didn't actually look that closely, Annie. I was very much focused on listening for alarm calls and stuff because the wild dogs are in this area. But it's quite possible. The one thing zebras quite often look pregnant is because they always have a very distended stomach because they are high in gut fermenters. So they have a lot of gas in their stomach. So a zebra always looks very, very round and in very good condition, even though they might not be. One of the ways to tell is actually the state of the mane on its neck. If the zebra is in bad condition, quite often that mane will flop. But I definitely didn't see a floppy mane. It's very possible that that one of those zebras could be pregnant. I'm afraid I just didn't look that closely.
Sean. And then Chris will be tested by the man in the area because they're running towards JC Brent Plant. They might cross over to Touchwood Vietera.
Morning, Patty. Welcome on Sunrise Safari. Patty's from Michigan. Patty would like to know, am I aware of any situation where wild dog pups have been domesticated? I do not know. I think it'd be quite difficult to domesticate because they have such an intense social structure that requires a lot of constant contact and twittering and whatnot. So I haven't heard of it. I think it'd be very difficult to domesticate an animal like that needs such constant social contact.
Copy, confirm it's going to be Roy following them in. And represent will do. Confirm they're heading north on Judy Cut Line. Negative, they almost think I remain on 1 pass. Copy.
Tara, I've got visual of one of the animals. No. Okay, here they come, guys. They're going to run straight into us. Patience has paid off this morning. Morning. How are you, buddy?
Yeah.
So let's see how many we've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. There's possibly a few more around. And 5. So it's quite possible they could have denned and the alpha female wouldn't have been with them. So we need to do a bit of a turnaround. Now we've got to hope they keep going that way. That's into our property. Guys, it's wild dogs! They're listening carefully. Definitely on the hunt. So huge ears they're using a sort of incredible sort of satellite dishes to pick up all sounds.
5. Yeah, I'm going to head around. Let me know once they cross.
We're just trying to wait and see which way they go. Guys, isn't this amazing? I love the colouring. I mean, look at that front right paw. There's almost 3 little spots there, like on a dice. Now, it's a nice, very distinctive marker for that dog that we'll definitely be able to follow up on. But the Latin name for wild dog is Lycaon pictus, which basically translates to painted wolf. And their markings are so beautiful. And each dog has a very unique set of markings. So he looks like he's going to scent mark. There we go. So they use their feces quite heavily as scent marks, as well as as urination.
And it's getting filled. It's still there as well. You're on TV.
Now, that is probably the smelliest of smelly poo. You do not want to drive over that. It's worse than lion poo. Okay, so it looks like they're on the move. Now, staying with wild dogs hunting is one of the more difficult things to do on safari. They can move at such high speeds. I've even driven next to them doing about 60-70 kilometers an hour for over 2 or 3 kilometers on one of the big access roads while they were chasing a little steenbok. Well, let's hope. Oh, there's dogs everywhere. Another one popping through the bush. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure which pack this is yet. Stations in the north, the Mashoa have crossed at Cheetah Cut Line Junction, Main, and now mobile north along Cheetah Cut Line, 2 stations here. Oh my God. Make your way there, just cuts west into the block. I'll try to stay with them. They're between sort of Leadwood Road and Cheetah Cut Line at the moment. So, as I said, one of the more difficult animals to stay with on the hunt because they hunt by pure speed. Unlike sort of a stalking animal like a lion or leopard that can take a long time to get to that point, they will flash an animal and then chase it down with incredible speed and stamina. That went to the old hyena den off Cheetah Cut Line. Oh, they've seen something. Hold on, everyone. Just try, this is an armed dog for me. I'm going to try and make sure we don't end up in a hole. Nice big elephant path to follow. Still got a dog? I've got one. Sorry guys, we've got to hold on, otherwise if you don't try and keep up with them, they are gone and we're not going to find them. You could find them possibly on the other side of the property by the next time you see one. Saw something and chased, must have got away, and it looks like they've abandoned the hunt of whatever they were hunting, but they definitely haven't stopped hunting yet.
come in.
Standing by.
Brent, can I come join you?
FM, Sean was with me. We're now in the block between that old hyena den and Leadwood Road. I'm heading west.
Alright, copy. What do you think the best approach should be? Direct main or come into the block?
I think probably at the moment Leadwood would probably be best approach, and then just listen for my audio to the south of Leadwood Road and to the west of that 2-track that went to that old hyena den.
Alright, copy.
Hey guys, oh, that was close.
Do you want to come to my dad and wheels? Yeah, I've got my dad and wheels now. Yeah, well, they're between Old BC Kaya and Leadwood. Mobile last only westly direction west.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, right, just went into it. Okay, copy. Brent, I'm going to take myself off the vehicle, let everyone come through.
Copy, thanks. Craig, if you could try to get hold of Sean, I know he doesn't have comms in the north. I'm not sure if he's still following us or not.
Will do, just stand by.
Our best access will be on Leadwood from Cheetah Cut Line. Sorry, I have to just try and get the other vehicles in. One of the most amazing things about having these wonderful little short cars is we are a lot more maneuverable in the bush than the longer game drive vehicles, which gives us, we can move quite a lot quicker, and with an animal like WildEarth, that's imperative to stay with them.
Station controlling the line up on the Dutch, Lee.
Come in, go ahead, Lee.
Number road area, I'm also interested in taking a standby for my
Copy, Lee. You can take first standby. They've now crossed Leadwood, heading towards Mumba Road. It might be worth standing by on Mumba Road where that little drainage line dips. I'm going to try to stay with them through the block, but it is a difficult block.
Alright, is that
Go firm.
Okay, thanks.
So guys, the wild dogs are taking me into my nemesis.
Hey, Brent, come into the yard.
Standing by.
Hey, sorry, some issues here. Can I take a standby? Standby too.
Firm, make your way. As I said, they are now heading into that block between Leadwood and Mumba Road. I'll try to stay with them.
Okay, Governor, so confirm on standby number 2.
That's affirmative. Ephraim and Sean was with me. Ephraim is making his way. I'm not sure how long they're going to stay with him for. We don't have comms with the elusive vehicles at the moment, but when he pulls out, he'll try and let us know via one of the other vehicles. Okay,
yeah, no problem. No problem, thanks.
What's the second one there?
Brent coming.
Standing by. There we go.
Indiana coming.
Oh no, this is gonna die. There we go.
Brent coming.
Standing by.
Sorry, it's what's my best route you say? David or behind, mate?
Animals have changed direction. I'm now in the block. They're heading down towards Mulwati, near Twin Dams. Sorry, stand by, they've seen something. So guys, I'm trying my best here, but they are going into quite a difficult area. Chased something. I don't have visual on what it was. They headed sort of southwest in that block towards Twin Dams and the Mulwati. Oh, sorry, bro. You're there. Do I still have a cameraman and a camera? Okay, we do. Okay, the last spot I saw the wild dogs running through was here. I'm hoping that they keep checking behind us. So they went into this really steep drainage systems for a second. We're behind us. Right here, a Franklin alarming. So you can see there's really deep drainage lines that if they do go in here, it's going to make it very difficult for us to follow. But I can hear a Franklin alarming behind us. And you see how quickly it was. They saw something, they shot. Standing by. These animals in a whole bunch of skovas to the probably about 300 meters to the north of Twin Dams in the Mulwati, and just about 100 meters to the east of the Mulwati itself, in a whole section of the little skovas.
A couple of beggar boys, just north of the junction, Mumba, geocut line.
So the last place we saw them was disappear into this myriad of very steep drainage lines. Okay, and yeah, more Franklin's alarming a bit further away from us now. Now the next trick is whether we can actually find a way to get through there. So far, I have touched wood, we haven't had any big holes and I haven't lost Brian or the camera. So, guys, I might have a bit of signal breakup. I do have to cross one of these very steep little drainage lines shortly. I'm going to see if I can get a car down here. That is a negative. Maybe we're just trying to find a spot where we can get down into the riverbed. That is not one. Just one tree in the way. It's a bit of a big one. Don't think I'm able to push that one. Stations, I'd say best place to try relocate is around the Mulwati to the north of Twin Dams. I'm busy trying to find a way to get down into the drainage.
You know you just want to drive off the edge there, just go for it.
If I could, I would. down into the drain line. There's quite a steep bank on the side.
You're welcome, Paul. Yeah, I'm waiting for the bank. Okay, copy. You're going to go into ears. Yeah, the change in my bank. Copy. You got past first rockable. That area? Copy. I'm going to be crossing over to Portwood.
Might be able to get through here. We'll find out shortly. And that's negative. See, this is the problem with wild dogs. I don't understand why they just don't run down the road like well-behaved puppies. And then all of a sudden they could pop up in front of us again. You saw how many times they changed direction while we were following them. Looks a bit more promising. So if anyone is a new viewer or just tuned in, we've been racing through the bush after my favorite animal, the African wild dog. They've been hunting. We saw them just disappear at a rate and not into this really thick and steep system of drainage lines, and we're just trying our best to find a way to sort of get back on their tracks and find a place to start following them again.
Has anybody's got an update on someone drove this morning? Quite keen on this.
Watch the thorns there. Everyone's very concerned about Brian's well-being. We lost Brian about 20 minutes ago. I think he's still and the camera's just locked off, so don't worry, I need a cameraman, it's fine. No, I'm only joking. We try to look after the cameraman. Brian is still alive. I think the thumb might have been lost somewhere in that process there. Okay. Okay guys, as I said, we might experience a bit of a signal dip now. I have to drop down into a drainage line. Unfortunately, while we try to get through here, we're going to cross over to Marcus. I know he's got something really sweet for you guys. We're going to keep on the trail of the wild dogs, and we'll see you just a little bit later.